Hey man, same man. Shout out Watch Mojo for the video. We got 10 shocking revelations from Sean Combs' The Reckoning. Now, I did watch this. I completed the 4 episodes, man, and boy, oh boy, this dude, bro. Listen, I already told myself I would never look at this man the same, but I definitely won't look at this man the same ever again, bro. Ever again. I don't think any of y'all should either. Rightfully so. I would never call another person the devil, but man, this dude just the best way I can say it, this man let money and power get to his head. Genuinely. Like, he is the embodiment of that. Of letting fame and money and everything get to his head. Bro, he's the embodiment of that shit. I'm pretty sure this video is going to say everything, but allegedly, this man definitely got Biggie and Tupac killed. Especially Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Especially. Like, Biggie, let's get to it. Let's see what this talk about.
No matter what nobody said, let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the most shocking moments and revelations from the Netflix docuseries Sean Combs' The Reckoning.
Crazy,
warning,
man.
Some of the information contains distressing details.
I'm still in this movie, and I just know the ending, and that it's going to end happily ever after.
Final Days of Freedom filmed.
You know, it's really going to be hard for me to take more hits than I've taken. God forbid, get in front of a jury and have a chance.
The documentary wastes no time painting a portrait of a mogul in freefall. And it's all thanks to footage captured by a videographer Combs himself hired to
his own team
in New York prior to his
arrest.
own
team sold him out.
Footage shows Diddy pacing through hotel rooms and anxiously scanning rooftops where law enforcement is perched across the street.
Just get little cutaways of them, like looking from the, you know what I'm saying?
We also see him make an emergency phone call with his team asking for someone seasoned in, quote, the dirtiest of dirty business to help navigate his crisis.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us, whether they from this country or from another country. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirtiest.
Look at that leg shaking. He was nervous.
And propaganda.
Diddy is also shown moving through the streets among everyday people, even making a return to Harlem. However, when he gets back into his vehicle, Diddy immediately demands hand sanitizer, joking that he needed to cleanse himself from the very people he had just embraced.
I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do.
Like, I don't even think there was anything wrong with him, like, feeling that way. Like, I'm gonna say like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because if you go out in public and you touch a bunch of people's hands and shit like that, like, I don't know about bad. Like, obviously, yes, we would all take a shower or something like that. Like, we all would. But, like, okay, you need hand sanitizer because you just went and shook all these people's hands and shit like that. Like, you can't even feel no ways by him saying that. But, like, to say it in this manner as if, like, you just better than everyone is crazy, bro. And it just, like the documentary, the whole point of it is to paint him in a certain light. That he is not a good dude, bro. He ain't a good dude, bro. He might be a good family man to his actual family, his kids. But outside of that, bro, hell nah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs, you feel me? We gotta be realistic about what's going on out here. It's time to claim.
Fame through tragedy.
That's really how I started to become famous. Was through a tragedy.
He got more and more
Long
famous
before
off
he
of
became a
every
household
person's
name,
death. It's
Sean
crazy.
Combs was thrust into the spotlight through tragedy.
And I thought, over the holidays, just wanted to throw a celebrity basketball game in Harlem.
The documentary revisits raw, unsettling footage from the disastrous 1991 charity basketball game at City College, an event featuring several hip-hop and R&B artists of the time that was heavily hyped and partially promoted by Combs.
Every rapper in New York, right? Yo MTV Raps came.
I'm at City College in the heart of New York City for the Puff Daddy Heavy D first all-time celebrity all-star classic.
The gym, built for 2,730 people, was overwhelmed by nearly 5,000 fans, triggering a deadly stampede. The Reckoning highlights how this catastrophe altered the course of Combs' career. Suddenly, everyone knew his name. And rather than retreat, he
bro, there's so many people I know that look like this man, bro, but I ain't even gonna do them like that on this shit. There's so many dudes I know that look like Diddy, bro. It's not even funny.
Launching what would become Bad Boy Entertainment. However, we learn he allegedly placed the company under others' names to shield himself from potential payouts tied to the tragedy.
He did not put the company in his name to protect him from paying families at CCNY.
Role in Tupac's murder?
Puff was very threatened by Pac. He's very threatened.
Hip-hop's infamous West Coast-East Coast feud comes under the microscope when the series examines the murders of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G., a rivalry that spiraled from cultural clashes into deadly gangland territory.
Suge said, "What you mean it's gonna be all right?"
Yeah, this was crazy.
It's gonna be all right. Tell your kids it's gonna be all right.
The doc frames the clash as partly manufactured, with Combs and Bad Boy Records allegedly stoking tensions between gangs, the Crips aligned with Bad Boy, and the Bloods with Death Row and Suge Knight.
We gonna protect our friends. So they knew. And they were our associates. You got beef with them, you got beef with me. Period.
A number of reports have come out that Bad Boy Entertainment had actually hired Crips for security work out on the West Coast. Is that true?
We've never hired Crips.
What you think he was going to say,
drug
bro?
boss Dwayne Keefe D. Davis recounts how he and his nephew allegedly killed Shakur, stating Combs openly promised a $1 million payment for the heads of Tupac and Knight.
He said he would give us anything.
And didn't even pay.
Tupac and Suge.
Or I think he only paid $50,000 or something like that because he didn't get. I think in the documentary they said Suge didn't get killed, so he only paid the $50,000, bro. Or was it $500,000? I think it was $500,000. Crazy.
He said it in front of all those people. I couldn't believe it.
Allegedly, half was given to an intermediary named Zip to deliver, but Keefe D never received any
Never
of it.
even got
DMAC
it.
says there had been a payment from Combs to Keefe D, but it had gone through Zip, and then that money was never forwarded.
Relationship with Biggie.
Because he knows if you make inroads on Biggie's murder, you're gonna make inroads on Tupac's murder, and that potentially can lead right back to him.
The Reckoning also gives a clear look at the complex relationship Sean Combs had with the Notorious B.I.G. Signed while working at Uptown Records, Combs kept his star client after he was fired, later convincing Clive Davis to buy into his vision and launch Biggie into superstardom. But behind the mentorship was alleged control. It's stated that Combs was jealous of the friendship between Biggie and Tupac and wanted complete dominance over Biggie's career.
There's a yearning for him to have that complete, total control. You're my artist, you're my best friend.
You're writing this song for like 30 days.
I pay you, you work for me.
Not long after Tupac's death, Biggie was sent to, quote, enemy turf, Los Angeles, to promote his upcoming album. And when Combs allegedly insisted on throwing a party there, it forced Biggie to cancel European media obligations.
He's like, yo, Puff is bugging. He just called me and told me, I want you to stay here in LA. I don't want to stay, I want to go. But Sean was adamant.
And this man Biggie was scared, bro. He knew his time was coming. He knew, bro, if he stayed in LA, bro.
What do you mean he's not going to click? He hangs up.
The doc argues this decision, quote, ushered Biggie to his death. It was also revealed that Diddy made Biggie's funeral a, quote, recuperable charge, ensuring he didn't have to pay for it.
He starts to see the price, and he says, we're going to do the biggest funeral, but Biggie's going to have to pay for this funeral. He was going to make the funeral be a recuperable charge.
Capricorn Clark was not believed by jurors.
And he was like, tell her, I have you and I'm not gonna let you go.
Those who followed Combs' federal trial will remember former staffer Capricorn Clark for her emotional, headline-grabbing testimony. Clark alleges that after Diddy learned Cassie Ventura was dating Kid Cudi, he kidnapped her, something she says she didn't report because she, quote, wanted to protect the culture.
His life would have been over then. He
That's
was
the problem, bro.
Kidnapping in Los Angeles. But I protected you because I had more love for the culture than to embarrass him and take it all away from him. Like,
bro, like, and what do you mean though? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's how you know how powerful he was. He had folks real life spooked to snitch on him. Like, he had folks really scared. Because even hearing it again, her saying this shit, I'm just like, bro, a lot of y'all was on this timing. Like, dude, snitch on him, bro. Nobody cares, bro. Like, you're not going to get killed. But that's the thing. A lot of them probably felt like, oh, I'm going to lose out on all these businesses. I'm going to lose out on all these sponsorships, all this shit. And I probably might even see my last day on this earth. But it's like, bro, that just shows you how dangerous this man Diddy was, bro. Folks really was scared to speak out against him. Money's gonna get put on your head. You're gonna lose everything you got. She said she did it for the culture. What culture? What culture are you saving by saving him? Stop it, bro. Stop, bro. It's not an excuse, man. It's not.
She also described her very first day working for Diddy and how he allegedly took her to Central Park and threatened to kill her over her ties to Suge Knight. Yet the documentary reveals that jurors struggled to believe her story. One juror interviewed in the series said Clark's testimony often came across as confusing and contradictory, leading her to mirror the same baffled facial expressions Diddy was also making in court.
And sometimes look over to us like, can you believe they said that? In his facial expressions. What the fuck would you just say? It was funny to see, because I had the same facial expressions that he did at times.
Jurors didn't buy the racketeering and trafficking narrative.
So now we are confused. What's going on?
I don't know how.
He's beating.
I wouldn't put nothing past that man. I'm sorry.
And trips.
Speaking of the jury, the docuseries also looked at how some members grappled with Cassie Ventura's testimony, in which she detailed years of alleged coercion, substance-fueled freak-offs, and supposed blackmail videos.
That's crazy. She's
However,
so beautiful, too.
Several jurors say they struggled to convict Diddy on the trafficking and racketeering charges,
How can you do that to her?
arguing the statutes didn't cleanly match what they'd heard in court. As for the now Manhattan.
What's up, baby? Talk to daddy.
In the footage, Combs is seen and heard telling Dana Tron, the mother of his young daughter Love, that he was, quote, about to deposit $200 million right now.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers? Shot callers, bro.
All that money,
He was
bro.
also shown bragging that the bank was staying open late just for him.
You want to scream in the crowd, don't you?
The filmmakers present this moment as a telling snapshot of Combs' mindset at the time. A man seemingly bracing for impact, shifting half his reported $400 million fortune as federal scrutiny immensely tightened around him.
I'm about to pull up. I miss you too.
Freak-offs explored.
I remember putting it on like a normal person.
And the thing is, when this man gets out, like, he's still gonna be boatloaded with money too. Like, boatloaded, bro. It's sad, bro, because I really, like, bro, listen, I don't pray on no man's downfall, but, like, he don't deserve none of that shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, all your fame and fortune, all the money you gained, all the money you got came at the hands of other people's lives, bro. And just, like, you doing people wrong and shit. Like, you don't deserve a dime, bro.
She took the bottle and said, no, that's not enough.
It wouldn't be a complete Diddy documentary without a dive into the mogul's so-called freak-offs, the alleged erotic sessions Combs arranged between female partners and hired male performers. And The Reckoning spotlights one such participant, Clayton Howard.
She tells me that I'm there to please her for her husband. You know, they're married, they like to spice things up.
The sex worker admits to being flown in throughout an 8-year period to engage in meticulously controlled encounters with Diddy and his ex-partner Cassie Ventura.
The process was always heavily regulated by him.
He claims these entanglements were orchestrated, monitored, and, quote, heavily regulated by Combs, down to the use of baby oil and the collection of his bodily fluids.
He's like, what's wrong with that? I was like, to each his own.
Howard even recounts being brought in annually for sessions that coincided with the anniversary of the Notorious B.I.G.'s murder.
I don't know if that was his release for that day or whatever, but they always called me on March 9th.
Aubrey O'Day reads a harrowing affidavit.
Weird, bro.
I had a lawyer reach out to me in regards to an affidavit that they had received from a person that was allegedly a victim and that wanted me to be aware of something that she had seen.
The Netflix docuseries features an unsettling moment in its 4th episode when former Danity Kane singer Aubrey O'Day reads aloud an affidavit. The document describes a 2005 incident in which a female witness alleges that she accidentally walked into a room and saw a partially unclothed O'Day being indecently assaulted by Diddy and another man.
Aubrey looked out of it and was just lying there.
O'Day tells filmmakers she has no memory of the alleged assault and admits she, quote, doesn't want to know whether it happened. Elsewhere in the series, Aubrey recounts being pushed out of Danity Kane in 2008 after refusing what she describes as Combs' sexual advances, alleging that her rejection of explicit emails and pressure to, quote, participate ultimately led to her removal from the group.
I absolutely felt that I was fired for not participating sexually.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to Notified for Which On Notified.
It seems to be all of a sudden with Sean, and it isn't.
Bad Boy co-founder Kirk Burroughs delivers one of the most sobering accounts throughout the Netflix documentary series. For one, he alleges that Combs strong-armed him out of his 25% stake by threatening him with a baseball bat, though he still stayed on as an employee.
Man, I would have left, respectfully.
Sean walks in. He had a baseball bat, had a big attaché case suitcase with the snaps on it. The stocks were there.
He says the real breaking point came when Diddy demanded that Biggie's newly renegotiated contract be secretly altered after his death to favor Bad Boy by swapping in new pages without Biggie's family's knowledge.
Sean wanted me to change the agreement to more favorable terms for Bad Boy, and his family and mother would not know. And since he had signed the agreement, he wanted those changes to come from out of the center of the agreement and have those pages replaced with the other terms.
When Burroughs refused, he says he was fired 90 days later. Burroughs describes losing his career, being blacklisted, and even falling into homelessness.
Damn.
Towards the close of the doc, Kirk shares a final harrowing accusation that he too was sexually assaulted by Combs.
Not only was he abusive to me from an employer-employee standpoint, he was also abusive to me in other ways.
What do you make of these explosive revelations about...
I told y'all what I think, man. I think a lot of people, listen, sure, y'all might have the balls now to be speaking on it, bro, but y'all was straight cowards back then, man. I'm sorry. All of y'all? Now, listen, there was a few people who would come out, just the light wouldn't get shined on them, probably because it was hard to believe. But if all of y'all would have been doing this years ago, bro, y'all would have got justice years ago. Y'all was not trying, hey, man, what's done in the dark is always going to come to light, and that's what y'all see God doing right now. You know what I'm saying? He in prison right now. Listen, I hope his term gets even pushed further back. You know what I'm saying? I think he need life. I genuinely think he does, bro. You don't deserve to be free no more, bro. I'm sorry. You just don't, bro. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about this whole situation and how y'all feel about the doc. Shout out to 50, man.